Where's my horse? Where are you? There you are. Come on, we gotta get to Hateno Village or whatever it's called. There's a scientist there. He's gonna help me get my memories back. Giddy up, horsey, giddy up. Nope, I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button every single time. Did I ever answer the beeping question? The beeping means that we're close to a shrine. You'll notice it's gone now, so it means we found the shrine. Hold on. Hold the phone. Something glowing over here. Oh, it's a tree branch. Don't need no tree branch. Alright, well, I guess this road will take us where we need to go. Isn't this the road we came in on? And I guess we go back to that crossroad. How long does it take for me and the horse to bond a little bit more? Because my inability to control the horse is actually driving me crazy. I would much rather run, slow as it is, across the land than have to deal with the fact that the horse is just... Oh, there we go. I think our bond might have just strengthened a touch. I can't tell if the horse is easier to control. Oh, I'm sorry. I wore you out there. My mistake. I didn't mean to do that. We'll just meander. Look at that. See, we're good. I'm soothing the horse by patting it on the neck, just like you would a person. And into the rocks it goes. I didn't tell it to do that. It just get off the rocks, little horse. Stop this. You're embarrassing me. We're on the internet. There's literally like 5 people watching this. Behave. For Pete's sake, behave. Alright. We gotta get back to... Did anyone actually catch the name of that place we're headed to? Hateno Town or something like that? Turn, horse, turn. Hey, look, the giant Korok is gone. I guess we do actually have to go find him in the... Oh, I accidentally overdid the horse whipping again. My mistake, horse. I'll try not to do that. I love you, though. See, look at that. We're bonding. I assume that that's what bonding looks like. Hey, that looks like those look like useful things. You have more people watching than I have friends. That's not good. Don't say that, superheated pig. That's sad. Although saying that, I have a lot of acquaintances. I don't have a whole lot of people I would count as friends. So yeah, 5 is probably about accurate, isn't it? Like, what is a friend? I assume this is the right road. I think I've been to this city. Like I said, I've at least been over to this region before. Whether or not I've been to this actual city of whatever it's called. Yeah, because I've activated that tower. I don't know if I've been to Hateno Town yet, though. What is the name of this place we're headed to? Locked mementos, apparently. It's not going to tell me. Oh, there it is. Hateno Village. I like Hateno Town better. We'll head on over to Hateno Town. Shouldn't be too long via horse ride. Is that a sleeping... I'm sorry, are you sleeping, or is this your attempt at being stealthy? I can't tell. It wasn't good either way. I see your whole little camp of guys out there. What are they doing? They're all out... It looks like they're on a pitch. It looks like they're about to play Quidditch. You got the people up in the stands watching. If they hop on brooms and take off flying, that'll be it, my friends. I just... Okay, calm down. What is it? There's just a... It's just a stump. No need to panic. I see the Guardians, but they're not active. The Guardians are all asleep now. Do I like reading? I love reading. Yes. What's your favorite book there, Superheated Pig? Ooh, don't ask me that question. I don't know. The Bible. But, that's the easy way out, isn't it? Well, let's see, I like mostly, like, adventure fantasy books. I like a few sci-fi books. I'll tell you what, you know what book I really liked? I'm a big fan of the Lost Stars Star Wars book. That is the best love story you'll ever read. Period. That book. Oh my goodness, was that book good or what? Lost Stars, look it up. It's like a love story set to Star Wars. It's got like a couple of crazy kids living in the world. And there's like an empire. And there's a rebellion. I don't want to spoil the story. It's just a love story in Star Wars. It's a good one. Sorry about that, dear. Almost ran her over. Now, a lot of you watching at home are going to assume that I'm running my horse into rocks, but that's not what's happening. That's not what I'm doing. It's just choosing to do that. You like Unbroken? I've never read it. I have read main series. I have read... goodness gracious. I have read the Maze Runner series. They are pretty good. I didn't like the 4th one, though, but that's because it was just really depressing, and I shouldn't have read it. It was a prequel. We knew where the world was going to end up. It was just very depressing. Like, at one point, a 14-year-old boy gets shot in the chest. And at the time I read it, my brother was 14 years old. I just felt real bad, because I immediately... When I read there was a 14-year-old boy, I immediately associated him with my brother. And then he dies. And I'm like, well, color me depressed. Hop off of here. Calm yourself, horse. Calm yourself. What have we got? Equestrian riding course. No, we're not even going to try that. Well, I don't know. What? Maybe it'll strengthen our bond, right? Do you want to go strengthen our bonds? It's all sorts of sad and messed up. You're absolutely correct, it is. I don't want to go strengthen our bond. Maybe later. I don't know what a riding center would look like. What would an equestrian riding center be like? Are they going to walk us through the ins and outs of building up a bond and making sure your horse doesn't run into the sides of rocks? Because, I mean, we really need that. Also, did you guys see that bokoblin back there behind a rock? This bokoblin. Oh, he's following us. What a guy. He's laying in wait for us. He's setting a trap. This is going to be like the Good Samaritan. Like, he's going to rush us, and then all the other Hylians are going to ride by, and they're not going to mess with us. But then a Gerudo is going to come by and be like, it's the good Gerudo. That's the story. That's how it goes. A good Gerudo walks by and it's like, aw, shucks, I'm going to help you out. And then he's going to take us to the village, and they're going to be like, well, I guess she's going to take us to the village if it's a Gerudo. And they're going to be like, well, you helped this Hylian? She's going to be like, yes, of course. Whoa! Look at this guy with his pitchfork. I'm sorry, are you like the guardian of the village or something? You're doing a very poor job of it. Ugh, these... I don't know what they're complaining about. Okay, cool. I haven't been to the village yet. I think there's a shrine up here on a mountain, though, that I went to, which we probably could have just teleported to. But I think there's a shrine, like, on the hill just over... Ah, I think that's probably where we're trying to get to up there. That looks like the kind of place. Fantastic. This is a nice little city. Alright, I dig this place. If I ever had to settle down somewhere in this very strange world we found ourselves in, it would be here. What are you doing? Get back! Get out of the... I'm sorry, did you want to wait here? Get out of the water! Where are you going? Turn around! Stop being like this, little horse. Look, I'm gonna trade you in for a donkey for not... I'm not even joking. I'm gonna go ask about this. Mumble. Excuse me. Checking everyone out today, too. The check-in just never stops. Ever stayed at the Tanpu Inn? I don't think so. If you're not staying there, then I'm supposed to check out everyone who comes into town. Huh? Your job is weird. Whatever it is you do. I know things have been peaceful recently, but the outside world is still pretty dangerous, yeah? So I gotta check and make sure if any beauties suspicious folks have come around. This guy seems weird. If you're lucky enough to stay at the Tanpu Inn, you'll see what I mean. Say hello to Prima for me if you do. Not that she even knows who I am. This is tough. I have to give her something. What kind of gift do you think Prima at the Tanpu Inn would want? Just take a guess. It's not for me, you understand. It's for my buddy's friend. A gift for my beloved. Alright, we've activated a side quest. Apparently there's an inn full of beauties. Very strange village we found ourselves in. Nice music, though. Kind of like being at Disney World. It's real atmospheric. I'm sorry. Go faster, please. Don't give me attitude, horse. Don't give me attitude. I realize you don't want to gallop because we're in town, but I need to get up to the top of this hill, I assume. There's still a mark on the map, and it seems to be up there, so we'll just go. So, tell me, Superheated Pig, did you read... Was your version of the prequel novel in the Maze Runner series the one that had, like, the bonus chapter at the end, where you found out who the little girl was? Did you get that piece of information? Because mine wasn't. I got the Kindle version. And fortunately, someone online... Oh, good! Look what you've managed to do. You've gotten us inside of here now. I didn't want that to be a thing you did. But you decided to do it. Thanks, little horse. Little horse, get back on the road. Get back on the road. I just looked it up, and someone had fortunately... just posted what, like, the last chapter. They'd taken the effort to write it out and put it online. And I've got to say, it was a surprise. It was a completely meaningless surprise, but it was a surprise. Alright, I don't need a sign for this one. Like, hey, look, the ocean! Ah, beautiful. I've seen it before. It's not that big a deal. Alright, there's signs that we should probably read and maybe heed. Like, there's probably warnings and stuff. But, we're just gonna keep going. Like, whatever. Dude, check out that. Look at that. Yeah, telescope. I was gonna say magnifying glass. I guess that's technically what a telescope is. Just like a really big magnifying glass. Hateno Ancient Tech Lab. If the flame is blue, the furnace is hot. Do not touch. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh yeah, I've been over there. I activated that one. However, I could not. There's the one down here in the... I haven't activated that one yet. I couldn't activate it. I tried, and for some reason I couldn't. I think it was because there's an enemy in there I couldn't defeat. Like, I tried, but I just couldn't. Hi there! Lucky to find you here. Hello, I imagine you've never seen so many books in one place. I might have, I don't know, I've been asleep for 100 years, I can't remember anything. I might have been into a grand library, I just don't remember it. Pretty incredible, isn't it? We've gathered all of Hylia's known literature on ancient civilizations here. As for the actual number of books, well, is that thing on your waist? Is that a Sheikah slate? There's no mistaking it. That's the real Sheikah slate, isn't it? I've never actually seen one in person. If you could just show me the runes on it, I'd be most appreciative. Stasis, Magnesis, yes. The remote bomb and Cryonis. And what else? Let's see. So that's it for runes, but, strange. It doesn't seem like you have the basic runes. I don't understand why they're missing. There must be some reason. Where are my manners? I nearly forgot to introduce myself. My name is Simon. I assume that's how that's supposed to be pronounced? My name is Simon of the Yogscast. Hello? Think, right? How do you know my name? Lady Impa caught me up to speed. You see, we were told a young man holding a Sheikah slate will appear, and you must do all you can to help him. Well, when did she tell him that? Was it when we were riding a horse into the side of a wall? Probably. He will be the hope that awakens from the slumber of restoration. His name will be Link. Oh, so this must have been a while back. Oh dear, I forgot to tell you something very important. Director! Listen, Miss Director! This is a real Sheikah slate. Who's the director? Oh, that's right, I haven't introduced our director. Miss Purah happens to be right over here. As the Hateno Ancient Tech Lab Director, Miss Purah is the world's foremost authority on ancient Hyrule culture. I hope I'm pronouncing these things correctly. Maybe. Oh, sweet heavenly host proclaim. Hi. Check it. I have the utmost respect for Miss Purah and all she's accomplished. I'm honored to be her assistant. On that note, Link, you see, the director may look like a young girl, but, well, maybe it's not my place to be telling you these things. You should talk to Miss Purah herself. Oh, I look forward to this conversation immensely.
Ha-ha! Hey! Are you surprised? The director of this laboratory is not Simon, it's me! Snippity snap! Anyway, Linky, do you remember any dreams from your time in the slumber of restoration? You don't look like you've changed a bit in the last 100 years, but something must have happened in all that time. Well, no matter! I'm just happy you're still in one piece. Linky, what's with that look? You do still remember me, right?
Oh, I'd remember you.
Really? Well, I'm so shocked I don't even know if I'll ever be able to recover from this. Even though 100 years ago, I took you to the
Whoa, wait, what? I took you to the Shrine of Resurrection after Clement again and fatally wounded you? Even though I was the one who put you safely into the slumber of restoration. Despite all that, you still don't remember me? No. As expected. How did you get me there? You're so tiny. Do you have, like, Benjamin Button disease? Were you, like, much bigger when you were younger?
After 100 years in the slumber of restoration, subject has lost all memories. Noted! Oh, sorry! I have a bad habit of taking notes rather abruptly like that. It's a charming quirk, isn't it? Anywho, do you have any questions for—
Aren't you a child? Can I do a normal voice for this? I'm gonna do a normal voice for this.
How very rude.
That's still not normal.
Or perhaps it's not rude at all. I suppose that's actually a rather logical conclusion to jump to. The truth is, I look this way because of a failed experiment. Well, I say failed, but in some ways it was successful. I documented the full affairs in my diary upstairs. But the whole thing is embarrassing, so I insist you refrain from reading it. Anyway, enough about that. Back to the topic at hand. Here you are, after 100 years, here to defeat Calamity Ganon, who is growing in strength with every passing moment, and to rescue our beloved Princess Zelda. That is, if you've got the courage to try. And to help the one true hero, I, the one and only Purah, will restore the basic functions missing from your Sheikah slate. And what do you say to that?
I say I'm reading very quickly because I want this to be over with because my throat hurts. I will see you later, Glurman. Thank you for tuning in while you could. You picked a good time to go. Yes, please. No, definitely not once more.
I knew you'd say that. All right, then, first, I need you to run an errand for me.
Okay, I see how this is going.
What's with that look on your face? You didn't think I'd fix your Sheikah slate for free, did you?
I did.
Post-slumber restoration subject is plagued by presumptuous tendencies. Noted. Let me explain what this errand entails. You know, the unlit furnace in the wall just outside the laboratory? Could you please bring the blue flame from the ancient furnace in town? Oh, also use it to light our furnace. This sweet little guardian stone will start working once you do that, allowing us to restore your missing runes! Huh, I wonder if young women these days still say things like sweet and little. Ah, well, I suppose it doesn't matter anymore. Okay then, I'm counting on you for that blue flame!
Goodness gracious. Oh, the door just magically shut itself. How do I get upstairs? I'm gonna go read her diary. Like she told me not to, that only made it all the more tempting. We'll worry about that blue flame as soon as I get into that diary, folks. Upstairs, huh? There's gotta be a way to get up there from out here. There is actually, in fact, a way to get up there from out here. Alright, hold on, horse. We gotta go get some blue fire or something like that. First, I gotta go read a diary. You know how it is. Oh, look at this. Can I peek through here? No. Alright, if I look through there and all I see is freaking Skull Kid dancing on top of a clock tower. Man, I'd actually be okay with that. That'd be pretty good. This can't be her room. This does not look like the room I would expect her to have. I'm making assumptions. I admit that. But I feel like in some there's a guardian on top of this roof. Okay, that's gonna wake up at some point, isn't it? Get down from there, Link. Stop it, Link. Stop it. Go inside the door. She's worse than Ezio sometimes. Alright, read the diary. Research diary for anti-aging rune, classified for Purah's eyes only. We'll start at the beginning. Date, question mark, question mark. Work has finally begun. I guess she's old at this point, so... Work has finally begun on my anti-aging rune. If all goes to plan, I believe it will effectively reverse the aging process. This technology will enable us to make retired warriors young again, thereby strengthening the Hyrulean army. When Calamity Ganon inevitably returns, we'll be ready. Our offense will be solid, and our defense impenetrable. The need for this tech pains me, but I truly hope to use it to attain everlasting peace for all. Date, question mark, question mark. The beta of my anti-aging rune is complete. I have already added it to my Sheikah slate I made for myself. Since I am to be the test subject for this experiment, Simon booted up the rune and directed its rays at my body. After 20 seconds of exposure, I felt extreme fatigue and broke into a fever, forcing us to cease the experiment. Unable to stay awake, I went to bed immediately. Tomorrow, I will try to figure out what went wrong. Anti-aging experiment trial day 2. My extreme full body fatigue has slightly improved, for which I am grateful. Still, I do not recognize the face in the mirror. My hair is thick again, and the floor length. My wrinkles, once deep as trenches, have vanished without a trace. See, she's gotten younger again, so her voice is going back to that childlike.
It seems the anti-aging effect works. However, I did not expect the reversal to happen so frighteningly fast. This morning, I kept Simon awake and had him run a full physical exam on me. My height, weight, vision, bone density, heart, blood. We tested everything we could, pushing our facility to the limits. Our discoveries were startling. My results were typical of a Sheikah woman in her early 50s.
Well, she's not that young, I guess. Early 50s.
In other words, I reversed my age by more than 70 years in this single night.
More than 70? How old was this woman? Good grief.
I can only hope I do not awaken to find I have the body of a newborn baby.
I wonder if this anti-aging experiment trial day 3.
I awoke with an abundance of energy.
No way.
It has been decades since I slept so well. Upon waking, I immediately checked the mirror, only to be greeted by a youthful version of myself. According to Simon's examination, I have the body of a Sheikah woman in her 30s, 30 years old. I was around that age when I was first able to continue my research following the Great Calamity. The first thing I did was try to figure out how to expand the functionality of the Sheikah sensor. I was around 80 years old when that expansion was completed. I intended to bequeath this tech to our sleeping hero. I hope to the gods that he will be able to assist in the destruction of the calamity that swallowed our Princess Zelda whole.
This is gonna kill me before it's over. Day 3.
After today's routine physical, the results show that I have the body of a Sheikah woman in her 20s. I haven't felt this good in a century. This is all taking me back to when the Great Calamity happened. Ganon has been dormant for 10,000 years. Perhaps his power had been building all that time. The slaughter that followed was arbitrary and merciless. The destruction complete. We lost everything. Hyrule Castle, Princess Zelda, well, perhaps not everything was lost. A youth named Link, hi, that's me. You should become a pro voice actor. Yes, that's definitely where my career is leading, is pro voice acting. Thank you, Superheated Dog. Am I reading? Superheated Pig, I mean. Heated dog, heated pig. I was thinking of a hot dog when I read that. 100 years ago, covered in wounds. On death, Link, so young yet so courageous. He was the youngest knight to have ever been appointed to the Imperial Guard at Hyrule Castle. He was also a gifted swordsman who was selected as captain of Princess Zelda's personal guard. I thought his skills would be enough to defeat Ganon in glorious fashion. Since ancient times, the royal family of Hyrule and us Sheikah researchers have had a strong bond. Their pain is our own. We took the swordmen and the Sheikah slate that left behind at the Shrine of Resurrection. Although the Slumber of Restoration had not been fully tested, we decided to put the swordsman out of the safe for his life as best we could. Age 85, awoke something horrifying, a youthful face, analyzing the pimple, big one. The results of today's physical mind reverted to the teenager. I feel like Simon looks at me differently, which irritates me. I got angry when he insisted on running my blood tests for me. I mean, really, what even? I can do it all by myself. In any case, I wonder what experiment I should focus. Really be blue flame in the furnace outside is growing weaker by the day. Dev doesn't stop working. Day 6. I feel like a 6-year-old. My height has regressed so much that I can no longer reach things in high places. It's super annoying. Where is that genius swordsman we placed in the Slumber of Resurrection anyway? Wake up already! If he doesn't wake up soon, my feature expansions for the Sheikah sensor will go to waste. But even if he does manage to wake up, how can I be sure he'll find me here? I want to go and just kick Linky awake. But I doubt Simon would help me. It'd be hard with my 6-year-old body anyway. Instead, I think I'll begin working on a rune to unreverse my aging process. Anti-aging experiment day 7. This is killing me. I can't do this for much longer. Heaven, please help me.
Oh, man, we picked up a viewer. Why?
This morning's exam results indicate
you're 6 years old. Yes, we get it. Beta version. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Stone, blue flame, furnace outside. Village, what a mess I've made. We're done. Okay. We've done it, everyone. Oh my gosh! I regret reading the diary. Not because I feel like we stumbled on some personal stuff, but because my voice will never be the same again. People in the future will ask me, do you remember the moment that your voice finally died? And I'll say, yes. Yes, I do. It was right before my horse rode itself off the edge of a cliff. I was trying to do the voice of an 150-year-old woman who reverted herself back to the body of a 60-year-old. You know what, horse? You stay here. I'll manage this one by myself, thank you. Alright, we gotta go find the blue flame.